Well, hello there everyone, this is Joanna. Thank you so much for joining me. Well, look at this fun pendant that I'm going to show you how to make it today. And it is made with scraps. And these are my favorite scraps. It's from my previous videos. Turquoise, that bright green, the combination of the two, I am in love with it. So we have a lot of metallics here because I have some peacock, a Primo Accents peacock, and then there is green apple, and there is a pearl, and you can see my previous videos. I have actually quite a few of them with those colors. Just in love. If I could make more pendants with these, just these, and be super boring, I would. Well, let me show you how this came about. So I do have my little box with all the little pieces here that I have used and are just sitting there, and I decided that I want to have these round pieces and a color that is kind of like it's a transition. I have the green, I have the white and the green. Maybe I'm gonna need some blue and white. See, there's a blue and white, so maybe I can add some white to this here and turn that into this, into my next one. And then we have the green and blue, and then we have the blue. And I say blue, but it really is not blue. This is turquoise. So let me get these ready here. It's a fun pendant. It's fun technique to use your leftovers. So let's do that. And this one here, I think we may have to chop that one a little bit. Oops, I can't pick it up. There. Let me just give it a nice mix here. Yeah, if you have some colors that are not mixed very well, you definitely want to mix them so that you get this beautiful marble effect. So we'll have this one here. All right. So we already gonna have that. We'll have the transition into white, a little bit of the green. This one here I think needs to be chopped too. And because these are leftovers, so you really don't know what you're getting. They're like hidden colors. Just make sure that you don't mix it too much. You don't want to do that because the marble look is what makes it look so pretty. Alright, and we're gonna have the green one right here on. Alright, so if you have a roller, just roll it out a little bit so that they're somewhat uniform. Okay, but these are separate pieces that we're going to be working with. All right, so now let's grab a circle. I'm going to cut a little piece out. And now when you're going to be cutting, we're going to be cutting all the pieces. Make sure that one side has a defined edge. You see this? This is what I mean by defined edge, that there's a point, because this is going to be our starting point. I'm going to move on to the next one, and we can go back and cut out more afterwards. Actually, you know what, I want a little bit bigger. But again, let's make a defined edge. It's kind of fun that you can do all that with one cutter. That's the circle cutter here. And we're going to start adding them one on top of the other. Now, I'm wearing gloves, but it's definitely much easier to do it without gloves. So don't wear gloves when you do it. It's easier that way. Okay. I'm gonna do the transition a little bit. Okay, now we're gonna do the white and the green. And you can make as big as you want it. You can make it as small as you want it. You can thin. You can use it. You get a completely different effect when you are using bigger circles. You can do that too. Just that. Okay. So this is already coming. We already have a very pretty design going on. This one here is left. We can just squeeze this one in here. I think it will go great with the colors. All right, so this is our design. Now, you could roll out clay, put it on the clay, and start putting it on the clay. I'm going to show you how to. Let's use. I don't think I want to use any more of that than this. No. Okay, so let's do the backing for it. I really like to do the backing for all my stuff from the clay that is on the front. So it kind of goes together. I think it looks just so pretty. So you can we'll put our design on the backing. Let me just run it through the pasta machine. That way you're gonna have this really nice backing for it. You can decide which color, probably go with that. Now, let's put that on. It goes on pretty nicely. Give it a nice tap. Make sure that it attaches itself. Okay. And now we can go ahead and trim. And you can kind of design your shape. And I'm going to show you, there are a couple of pendants that I made that I actually did not put the backing on until I baked them. I'll show you that in just 1 second. So now we can go ahead and trim it. Okay, and now you can kind of, if you want to make it a little bit longer and skinnier, this is the time to do it all. Or in this one, I tried to leave these kind of fanned out, but this is okay. There you go. All right, so now you can see that this is coming to life, and you can really do the folds the way you can kind of mold it to your own shape, so to say. Okay, there. All right, there you go. So now what you want to do is you're going to bake it, and then you'll add resin to it. Well, you'll add resin to it if you want to add resin to it. Because mine colors have mica in it, I always put resin on all my mica stuff, just because it brings out the colors so beautifully. And you can see I added a little rhinestone here after I baked it, because you don't want to bake it with the rhinestone unless it's glass, of course, unless it's a glass bead. Now, right here, I baked one already, but I didn't attach the backing to it, so I rolled out the backing here. And sometimes I just think it's even easier to do the backing afterwards, because you don't have to worry about distorting the actual pendant. And you can go ahead and you can work it out. Work it so that it's nicely covered. And now you would put it in the oven for another 20 minutes just to make sure that the backing is baked. But you're gonna make it nice. So those are the two ways. First you do the backing at the same time, and this is after you bake the top. And you can see here I'm working on some other pieces, leftovers again, purple and pinks. There was another one here, my greens. That is a nice one. This is a nice one as well, but of course the winner is right here. Now before you put it in the oven, if you already know which way, well actually no, it doesn't matter, because I was said if you're not going to put the resin on, you can already poke the hole on it. But if you're going to be putting resin on, there's no point in it because you're going to have to drill through the resin anyways. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and give this one a try. What a fun project, isn't it? Well, till next time, friends. Ta-ta!